Welcome back to the show. Just got back from downtown Orlando. Did a show there. Downtown Orlando, probably top 10 least favorite places. And it's not the city itself. It's just a lot of cops and a lot of morons. Yeah, the two things I really don't want to be around. Morons and lots of police. But yeah, I did a show down there. It was the first time I went on stage in a suit. So that was interesting. There was a feeling of an internal pressure of like, yeah, you can't bomb in a suit. You got to do well. Yeah, it was cool, man. It was fun, good crowd. It was a rainy night, so everyone that was there, I mean, they really had no choice but to enjoy it because where else are you going to go? Kind of got trapped in by the rain. Then it cleared up. They had some kind of concert downtown, and it was a mess. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not that much different than Austin, Texas, except for there is less human shit. Yeah, I just got back. I just got back from Austin with Jari Knows. He's been on the show before. We got a lot of shows coming up. New Orleans next week. The 6th through the 10th, I'll be out there. So hit me up at I'm Sean Madden on Instagram. We'll get you tickets. Kind of a last minute trip. But yeah, got a run of shows out there. And I was just out in Austin. Joe Rogan's club, the Mothership. Probably the nicest club in America. Really cool layout too. It was a fun time. Did a show there. Sunset Strip next door. Did the Vulcan. Met a lot of really cool people. A lot of old connections. That was it was just kind of like a reunion. Austin is kind of the new hub for stand up. A lot of LA left there during the pandemic. I went back to Florida. Everyone kind of went to Austin, Texas. Now a lot of the Orlando guys are going there. I kind of went out there as like a recon mission, but now that I have friends out there, they kind of put me on a lot of shows, which was, I mean, it was a blast, man. But Austin, Texas, I don't know, man. Maybe it was just because it was 107 degrees. I didn't see anything that you see on social media as far as like all the lakes, the beautiful scenery. I just saw people shooting up and shitting on 6th Street. Apparently it's called the Dirty 6. But yeah, I was out there, man. It was a good time. Hell of a lot of fun. It was really cool to see, my buddy Tony Wellens, Cam Patterson's out there. They've been on the show before. Cam's really blowing up. He's getting he got on Kill Tony, just took off, man. But it's so cool to see him. Like, we were walking down the street, people are stopping him for photos, and I'm like, dude, 3 months ago, I was giving him a ride to Tampa so we could do some open mics, and now he's being stopped in the street for photos. So it was just it was awesome to see that and just regroup with everybody that I haven't seen in years. Even before the pandemic. Oh, I did hear the funniest thing ever. So there's apparently a woman out in Austin on 6th Street, and she goes into establishments, different businesses, naked, and demands money in order to leave. So it's like a reverse. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, apparently she just runs in and she goes, "Give me money and I'll leave," and just walks around naked, hoping that I guess the owners or people just open the register and go, "Here, please, here's $100, please leave." And then Cam was like, yo, and then the second time she did it, and I'm like, wait, she does this multiple times? And they're just like, oh yeah, she does this all over Austin. Like, that's just insane. Robbing a bank just for being naked. Everybody on the fucking ground, give me some money and I'll leave. She'd be like, all right, here's a 20, please. Get out of here. Yeah, and apparently Austin's becoming like a tech hub. Everyone's leaving California, going there. I guess, Tesla's out there now. A lot of Teslas. They have these new self-driving taxis. They're terrible because the light turns green and then the self-driving taxi, it just doesn't register fast enough that it's a green light. And so this lady was just honking. And I was like, lady, there's no one in the car. And I had this epiphany where I'm like, oh my God, if robots are just taking all these jobs, like self-driving cars take away all the Uber and the Lyft jobs, then the cars better be good. Like, it better not make mistakes. Like, if the light turns green, the car should go immediately because it's self-driving super AI, right? But if it's just going to be another asshole that's basically texting, like the light turns green and the AI is looking at its phone, checking its Twitter. I don't know, man. If robots take jobs, it better be flawless. That's all I'm saying. Like, if I go to a Robo Chef and I'm like, hey, don't put cheese on my burger, and then it puts 3 layers of cheese, we're going to have problems. That's when I'll go to war with robots, when they're just as shitty as humans, just incompetent. Like, oh, we have AI police, so everything's fine now. The AI cop won't make any mistakes. And then it just starts shooting everybody. We're like, well, wait a second. Yeah, and apparently people are just having sex in the back of these things too, because there is no driver. So they're like, hey, instead of just paying $200 a night for a hotel, I could pay $40 for basically a moving room. Like, I'll pay $40, smash in the back of this car, and then just jump out. There's no need to check into a hotel, no nothing. Just boop. Hey, you want to fuck? Yeah, well, our robo-taxi's on the way. Like, yeah, of course people are going to be doing that. People are already using Ubers to sell drugs and stuff. So imagine the chaos of not having a driver. People are just going to be going nuts in these cars. I mean, if you have enough money, you could just... I don't think I can do it, dude. Sit in the back of a car with no driver and the steering wheel just turns on its own. I've had nightmares about that, where I'm in the back seat of a car that there's no driver and we're doing like 90. Yeah, it would just give me flashbacks to nightmares of like, oh, when you start seeing the steering wheel turn, you'd be like, oh shit, oh. Like, I just would not be able to. You're like, oh, it's great. You can just sit in the back and work. And I'm like, you can do that anyway. That's a regular Uber. I think it's just because people don't want to talk to anyone anymore. Plus, these companies don't want to pay humans. It's a whole thing. The question I have is, if robots do replace all the jobs, then nobody has money to buy these products. So it's like, oh, our company is completely automated. And it's like, okay, well, those 200,000 people that were employed there don't work there anymore. So how are they going to buy the products that you make, or whatever it is? Does that make sense? And I know you have like Andrew Yang. It's like, oh, we're going to have universal basic income where everyone gets paid $1,000 a month. Okay, yeah, dude, that's still $12,000 a year. You get paid $12,000 a year. What can you buy? Unless AI brings the cost of everything down. If everyone's making $1,000 a month, but a car costs $100 again, then yeah, it works. But if I'm making $1,000 a month and a car's still $60,000, the fuck am I supposed to do with that? I'm just hoping the comedian is the last job replaced, unless they have like a hilarious AI podcast. It just breaks down the news for the week. It has way more perspectives than I ever could. All right, let's get into some news articles this week. I saw a tribe in Ethiopia walks through the village on stilts to avoid being attacked by wild animals. I don't know how this is even possible. You think because, I mean, maybe it works for them. But the photo is like 12 people on stilts. They have a toddler too. And they're just walking on stilts. And apparently they don't get eaten by tigers because they're on stilts. I got to see a video of this, dude. I would not trust that. I'm like, hey, we got to go into town. It's a tiger-infested path. You go, oh, just bring your stilts. My stilts? So they're just walking through the street like this on stilts. Oh, that's a fucking tiger. Oh, how does that even work? Oh, there's a hippo. Because you're on sticks, you're going to avoid nature's top killing machine? There's no way, dude. There's no way this works. I'd be like, how many of us are there? 12? Can we not pitch in? Can we at least get a down payment on like a Kia Soul? I'll ride on the roof. I'm not taking stilts past a tiger. You're out of your fucking mind. Unless the tiger just like doesn't register. It just thinks it's like a big bird or a giraffe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this works. I'd be like, holy shit. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to keep my composure if I was on sticks. If I was on 2 toothpicks, walking by a herd of fucking, what are those things called? Why can't I think of the name? I adopted one as a kid. What was it called? The dragon. Komodo dragon. Walk by a bunch of those as they're trying to jump up and bite your pinky toe. Those things are disgusting. Apparently, like, it bites you and it has you get like a bacteria and you just slowly like get paralyzed. And the thing just follows you and eats you. Like, Jesus, dude. And I'm going to go by that on sticks. No, thank you. Yeah, how about we not waste time making sticks and we figure out how to get a dirt bike or just something we can just ride through. So that's how some of those guys do in India. They're on the back of a scooter. You got to look up that video. It's like tiger attack on moped. And it's just a guy on the back of a moped filming. And all of a sudden, a tiger just comes flying out of the brush and comes, like, not even kidding, like 6 inches from this guy. It just swipes at him and misses. Comes out like a defensive end trying to hit the quarterback. So at least they had the right idea. They're like, let's just get something motorized and go as fast as we can down this path. And hopefully we have enough gas to just barely avoid being shredded to death by a tiger. But these guys do it, man. They just rock stilts. Oh no, I adopted I adopted a Komodo dragon. So back then, it's got to be like early 2000s. You would get these like mailers to your house from the zoo. It was like, oh, you can adopt a tiger for $20 a month. For just $9 a month, you can save a life. And apparently it's just a bullshit adoption. You pay the $9 and then they just send you a photo of the tiger from the zoo. I thought they'd send you like a crate with a bunch of holes in it and you got to raise the thing from a cub so it doesn't attack you like some Mike Tyson shit. No, but I thought you would adopt the actual animal, but they just send you a photo of it from the zoo. So I told all my friends, I was like, dude, my mom just adopted a tiger. And they're like, yo, no way, dude. And then you get the news. You're like, Mom, is the tiger ever going to show up? And she's like, no, we have to go to the zoo to see it. So apparently it's just a bunch of families paying $9 a month so the zoo doesn't have to pay for it. You know, they're just profiting off of you giving $9. You know, I bought it one ribeye a month and they just threw it to it. You don't actually get the animal. Oh, I was so pissed. But then I learned about Komodo dragons and I'm like, yeah, it's probably good we don't have that thing in the house. Just eats our whole family alive. And yeah, I think that'll do it for the show. It's about 2 a.m. here. Quick little 15-minute episode. I got a bunch of other episodes on the way. But yeah, that'll do it for the episode. We got a much longer episode coming out. I'm going to have Ray back on and Jari. We're going to shoot it when we're out in New Orleans. But yeah, that'll do it, man. Don't forget to share the episode. Leave a review if you like the show. Share it to a friend. And yeah, at I'm Sean Madden on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
You want to smoke something?
You've seen him perform all over LA. Give it up for Sean Madden, everybody.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
This joke's not going to go well.